We've got a Wheat Mini Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist. Welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. I'll say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got some regulars in there. We've got some familiar faces returning after a long time. We've got Super VH. We've got William Edward Hackman, Mirage Productions, Chatterbox Soldier, fellow non-toxic gamer there. What's going on, my friend? Cuddy Fox, William Wilkinson, AJ. Let's see, Autobot Phil, Gen 1 Red Alert, Timothy Lang, MF. Welcome to everybody. Damon Swinky, Mike S is also coming in. Welcome. Got a nice little show. We're going to talk about the weekend's event. We're going to talk a little bit about the new combat bots that just got revealed in the newsletter. And I got a few crystals to crack. And nothing new in the way of toys, but I did go a little wild working on my Toy Hacks backlog, so we'll take a look at some of those. Let's go ahead and get to the news. This weekend's event is called Rise and Fall. Oh, I see Super VH is saying, let's see that shirt. Yes, I do have a new shirt on. We'll show that also here in a little bit. Let's see, Rise and Fall, and this is an Alliance event. You can win 5,000 Prime Core Shards, 200,000 Spark and Combat Spark. Pretty much the usual spread of Crystal Shards, 2,500 4 stars, 7,500 3 stars, 60,000 Premium, 20 million Alloy and Energon. Again, pretty standard, 20 total Spark chests, and 20 Gold Power Core chips. It's a prestige event, starts at usual Friday start time, ends at usual Monday stop time. 20 prestiges to work through, and gotta be headquarters level 4. In an alliance, you hit the yellow event button, pick your zone, win the battle, collect the points, collect the prizes. Standard battle zones, and there is the prizes every prestige. 25,000 points per prestige times 20 gets you to, what is that, 500,000? So pretty easy, you know, in Earth Wars terms. Not every alliance is going to be able to hit that. I know ours isn't, but we're going to get as far as we can and enjoy whatever prizes that come. So there we go. And if you're not familiar with the Total Spark Crystal, they don't publish this anymore, but I'm guessing it's going to be the same until they publish something different. So 5,000, 7,500, or 10,000 of any of the 3 types of Spark. And that's it for the event. Pretty easy. You know, I've got the merch, just like the hat I've got wearing. Plus, I've got the mugs. We got T-shirts, and it's over there. Links in the description. I also have record hammers for sale on Etsy. And so anyway, there's my self-promotion plug. Let's talk about the combat bots. Yeah, I think I don't know who started it, but calling them the ketchup and mustard flavored chicken sticks is hilarious. Yes, I definitely saw PB2 say it. He's even got it here in the in the chat. Mustard and ketchup chicken sticks. Definitely, I think it's great. I only have the Fireglide and Enerax. Let me go ahead and say their actual names. I only have the ketchup flavored one. I did not get Enerax because I did not. It came with that Netflix Optimus Prime, and I already had. I didn't feel like I needed the that Optimus Prime. It came with that Enerax and also. We call him Gold Barrier, but I know that's not his name. What's the gold version of Sound Barrier? He's Anyway, that guy. So he came with the mustard chicken stick also. So Shieldron, thank you. I knew there was some kind of weird thing going on with the E's. So yeah, so Enerax came with Shieldron in that same pack with that Optimus Prime, that Netflix Optimus Prime back during the Siege era. Jared Barbara, welcome. I think we'll call them Sweet Honey and Spicy Flame. Hey, that works too, man. Let's see what's so we did actually also learn what their ability is going to be. It's not set for sure. You know, there's definitely going to be some testing, and they didn't give us any numbers, but it's usually when they do share what it's going to be, it's usually pretty close. So they're saying when you equip the combat bot, you'll get a certain amount of increased health for your bot, and it grants additional healing from all sources, meaning like normal attacks, ability attacks. And it says, as well as a 5% DPS when the bot takes elemental damage. I'm not entirely sure what that means. And if your bot dies, these guys drop out and become minion bots, like we've seen some of them do. I think Lionizer was and Catgut was the first one to do it. So we've got these guys will actually do the same thing as well. And they get a certain amount of health, and they inherit the combat effects. I guess that means they also get some healing from doing attacks as well. So time will tell once they actually get into the game and we get to see how they go. But that's what the ability is published as. It seems like a pretty good one. I think it'll be a good combat. Who are they going to be applied to? Again, we have to see. I doubt they're going to be bot specific. Even though Fireglide was packaged with Flame War, but there were plenty of other combat bots who came with specific bots that did not. In fact, Pterodactyl, one of the first chicken sticks, came in a package with Skywarp, the Siege Skywarp, and but he's not locked down to anybody either. So I doubt these guys are going to be locked down very much like the other. Pteroxodon and Pterodactyl, the other two chicken sticks. So I think so. And if I recall, the other ones were melee specific. So it's very likely that these guys are going to be the same thing because they do turn into axes, which is people who are running around, hitting things, fighting melee style. That's what they want to do. So. Pretty good bet that these guys are going to be melee. Are they good warrior specific? Maybe some specials that fight with melee. That's my guess. We'll find out. If you want to be sure, just stay tuned. Sign up for the newsletter. Stay tuned here. We'll definitely talk about it. You can also probably go try to guess. Go open up Pterodactyl or Pteroxodon. I'm sure you've got them if you've unlocked power combat bots by now. Go see who those guys can equip to. That's probably who these guys will as well. That would be my guess. That's where the smart money is. All right, enough speculation on that one, I guess. They also did reveal the next 5-star batch. I think we've seen this before. I'm not sure if we saw the whole list, but for the Autobots, it's Ariel, Brawn, Inferno, Tiger Hawk, and Whirl. For the Decepticons, it's Scylla or Skyla, however you want to pronounce that silly name. Full Tilt, Rodimus Unicronus, Waspinator, and Sea Phantom. So those are going to be the next 5-star batch. I don't see myself chasing this batch in favor of some of the other batches that are out there. But, you know, hey, yeah, everybody's going to be, you know, every bot's going to end up being a 5-star at some point. Yeah, so there's that. We also they've been talking about Lockdown and Huffer getting an update, similar to how Nosecone got a rework. These are calling these what I forget what they're calling, like legacy batches, I think is what they're calling them. So we got, you know, Nosecone was the biggest one. Huffer and Lockdown are the next ones to get a big update. They did also mention that they're going to be releasing their 5-star version as one of those like huge individual endurance events. So it's interesting what they're doing for these updates, because, you know, these guys had beam lasers. You know, you could drop them down. Originally, they were just like the laser turrets, and then they made them beam lasers, which is a little bit of an improvement, but still not great. Well, now you got 2 to choose from. There's the Rupture Beam Laser. That's pretty much the one that we're accustomed to. It causes damage, but there's also a Healing Beam Laser. So you can drop that and it heals a percentage of your damage. Both of them last for 15 seconds, and they are untargetable by defenses. Meaning they're going to last 15 seconds no matter what. So that's pretty good. And if you happen to get them to ability 11, the Rupture Beam Laser will apply glass gas to your target, which will spread to adjacent targets. My guess is if that one gets destroyed, it'll spread. That's usually how the spread works. And then for the Healing Laser, you'll get it'll reduce incoming damage by basically put a shield on for 10 seconds every time you create one of those lasers. So yeah, pretty good. Damon Swinky's asking, now a triple changer? No, you just have 2 options. It says similar to like Whirl. He's not a triple changer, but you do have the 2. You do have the 2 abilities to choose from, as if anybody uses anything other than his rockets. But you do have 2 abilities, and he's not a triple changer. So that's what Huffer and Lockdown are going to be now too. They're just the next bot that's going to have 2 different abilities, who's not a triple changer. So I guess we should probably get used to that. Where some bots are going to be getting extra abilities that without the usual extra alt mode. I think they said Drift and Barricade are next up. There's no information. They haven't started working on them yet. They wanted to finish Huffer and Lockdown, but Drift and Barricade are next up on the list to get a buff. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about from the newsletter. Next up is our community corner. And let's go ahead and head over to see what our fine folks have shared in the Discord. We're starting off with Jettisoned C4. I see you in the chat there, so thank you for sharing all of your photos and everything on the regular basis. So we've got Leo Zach here, and he's saying the figure is great. Shame's got a clear plastic on the right arm because he's scared for that. Yeah, clear plastic is always scary because it has a tendency to break, especially if it's used in a joint. So that's a nice big weapon you've got there. I think last week I think you said this was a BotCon exclusive figure, so very cool. Oh yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, I would be scared for that. You got that clear plastic in his upper arm? Yes, I would be scared for that too. Yeah, I don't think it's quite as bad as the whole gold plastic syndrome was back from the 90s or whatever, but still, it's transparent plastic used in joints is always very scary. That's a pretty cool looking alt mode too. Nice angles here. So very cool. Thanks for sharing there. Next up, we've got PB2 coming in with our usual Minecraft versions of our Transformers. We're starting off with the G2 Streetwise, who is up for grabs in the Cyber Pass, the skin for your Streetwise there. And he's got him nicely positioned next to the rest of the other G2 Protectabots. Very cool. And we did have to get the ketchup and mustard chicken stick. So there is Enerax and Fire Glide. Pretty cool. Let's see, we've got Alien Frog coming in. Got Bombshell finally. That Bombshell is a good figure, and I'm very happy I went and was managed to get the Shrapnel too, because the Legacy Insecticons, very good Insecticons. If you're an Insecticon fan, I hope you managed to get all the Legacy ones, because and I don't think I've ever had the three of them out together, but just individually, they're all really good. I mean, Kickback is very simple to transform, but that's just kind of how he is. And these other two guys, they're not that difficult either. But I mean, they look great, and they look great in both modes. The transformation's nice and smooth, and all that. That's one of the cool things about Legacy, honestly. What I've noticed, I mean, even with Brawn, the transformation, it seems like they made an effort to get it close to what the original G1 transformation was, but allow it to be more articulated like we would expect from a figure today. So very cool. And last but not least, Prime and Duncan is sharing the 5-star smokescreen update with the caption 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, I had to take a look and check out that damage per second. So very cool. And it looks like you're about maxed on him. You've got your Nightstick at a level 10. You've got his G-Metal Core at level 20, level 11 ability, and you're closing in on that level 70. So you're about done with this guy. So yeah, good, nice work. Good job. And that is it for the stream submissions. Yeah, PB2 saying the G1 with knees. And elbows. A lot of them didn't have elbows either. Or shoulders, really. I mean, the hips, we call them bricks. Yeah, they tend to, we're bricks. I mean, like Hot Rod, I love that Hot Rod figure, but he only bent at the elbow. The legs didn't move, the shoulders didn't move, he just bent at the elbow. And some didn't even do that. Some bots didn't even do that. If they did have joints in their appendages, it's probably because it happened to be a transformation joint. So, all right. And that brings us back here. Did I show this guy up close? Yeah, I think so. So there's Fire Glide. I mean, you've seen these birds before. It's the same thing, except this dude's ketchup flavored. So there we go. So what are you guys saying here? Citizen C4 says, don't really care for a ton of articulation. As long as they look nice on the shelf, it's fine. Yeah, I like the articulation because you can get good poses. But yeah, most of the figures, once you get it out, you pose it for a couple of pictures, and it's just going to stand on the shelf, probably just in a normal pose. So here's a little preview of what's coming. Yeah, so basically they're going to stand there like that in a normal pose. So he's got all this articulation, but am I using any of it? Hardly any of it. So yeah, I mean, but people would complain because some people do like to put them in super dynamic poses and all that. So let's see. This is a good question from PB2. When are the Deluxe Insecticon repaints coming? Yeah. Here's the thing though, because the Deluxe Insecticons, you had we actually have we got Ransack already from it was in that was it the Worlds Collide 4-pack in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, so we got Ransack. But Chop Shop usually comes from Shrapnel. We haven't seen that. And who is the one from Bombshell? It's Barrage, I think, is usually that one. But the catch is everybody wants Venom, which well, first of all, they probably wouldn't be able to use that name because of the whole Spider-Man villain guy. I don't know. It's a different character. They got away with it in the past, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. So anyway, he probably wouldn't be called that, but he's a cicada. And orange and green, I love the color scheme on him, but we've never seen him outside of that original G1. And the problem with that is he's not it'd have to be a whole new mold. Like the other three, you could easily just repaint the first Insecticons, and that's what we've seen before. But the Venom, we would need to have a whole new mold. So, let's see. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about the HasLab, and oh yeah, I forgot. Before we do that, I forgot to finish off the. Come back over here. All the you know where my socials are. Let's roll the credits. But so thank you to everybody who supports me and all that stuff. But yeah, the HasLab. That's when is that scheduled for? Tuesday, I think. We'll find out. A lot of people are predicting, speculating that it's going to be. Oh, yeah, subscribe. I didn't mean to hit that button, but yeah, it's always good to do that. So, if you haven't already, subscribe. But yeah, they're predicting it to be like Omega Prime, who apparently is from RID 15. I don't know a whole lot about that character, but apparently he turns into like a fire truck and combines and stuff like that, because they mentioned it's going to be like an Omega level HasLab, and some of the design of the promotional picture that takes people back to RID. I don't remember, well, not RID 15, it was like 2001 or something like that. Yeah, Chatterbox just corrected me. I saw earlier somebody mentioned RID 15, that's why I said it. But you're right, 2001, the original Robots in Disguise cartoon. That's another one that I don't know a lot about. It was, kind of my dark ages. I've seen pictures of it. Obviously, now that things are getting shared around, looks like it's pretty cool. It could be Primus, because he does have an Omega lock. Although I did hear some of my friends thinking that it may be a while before we hear Primus, because I mean Unicron had a tough time, almost didn't get funded because and he's pretty expensive. Primus would probably be just as. If they did Primus right, he's got to be on scale with this guy back here, and he'd be more because just because time goes on, prices go up. So I'd be surprised if we ever see a Primus. I think they're happy that Unicron managed to get out, but I doubt they'll be looking for any mega-sized HasLabs anytime in the near future. So I mean, if you notice. I don't pay too much about pay too much attention to the other franchises and how much they go for, but I mean look at Death Source and Starsaber were both right around that $200 price point, and and those both sold really well. I think that's also a lot easier for people to fit in their budget, so I expect the next HasLabs probably to be in that neighborhood as well. So Omega Prime, that makes sense. So let's go crack some crystals, huh? Right? I don't have too many. I've got let's see, I might be able to get a few more. These are dispatch mission chests, and didn't get a single shard from that. Just got spark and boost. Okay, so we've got a couple of power cores. I think these are from the Cyber Pass. Yeah, XP gold, and the next one's going to be the G Metal XP. I'll add them to my collection. They look good on my shelf. Not getting used. Alright, and so I've got 10 premium crystals, and I have 30 of those medic crystals. Last week, we streamed on Friday, so I had 10 of them already. I went ahead and cracked them there during the stream, so we got 30 more. The only thing out there possible for me to get out of this would be a 4-star Wreck-Gar, which would be great. I'm not holding my breath. And of course, Roadbuster would be really cool from like the premium crystals. But let's go ahead and do this, get it out of the way, see what duplicates we got. And there we go. Yep, so yep, as expected, all duplicates. Rickard did hear me talking about him. He showed up as a 2-star flavor there in that last, in the premiums. Yeah, and he came back 3 times here, so... Still got a few more tries to see how we do. Oh my goodness! 4 stars. Rickard. Well, that worked out very well. Very nice. The only thing that was available for me in those crystals, and he showed up. Alright, very cool. We got another bot to go start working on leveling up. Rickard, you beauty. Yeah, I wish I had a, you know, like a Junkion quote queued up for that. So, yeah, cool. Happy about that. So now I got all my medics. And, so let's go ahead and look at the other, the status of the other crystals. So... Oh, I guess I could grab a couple of free crystals, but who cares? 86,000 3-star shards. I think I saw somebody asking if I got the 4-star arc. No, I did not even get the 3-star arc. That's why I'm saving all my shards. I've got 86,000 3-star shards and 42,000 4-star shards. Pretty sure I don't need that many 3-star shards. 4-star shards, that's probably enough, but I think last time I saved, I tried to save up to about 50,000. I can't even remember what it is. I should probably write it down. Is it going to be the same as it was last time? Probably. Is it going to be higher? Maybe. I don't know. But it was somewhere around 40,000, 50,000. So I'm sure I've got plenty of 3-star crystals. And probably 4-star crystals. Shards, I mean. You know what I mean. And, yeah, so we just cracked the 5-star combat chip, so I don't have many of those. And about a little past halfway to the next 5-star bot. And the next 5-star bot, you know, like we talked about the new batch coming, that's all fine and dandy. This is the batch that I'm going to be chasing after. Because I definitely want Sentius Magnus. And I'm actually chasing Roadbuster out of this batch, too. I won't be chasing him as much if I manage to pull him as a 4-star at some point, but in the meantime, if I could get him as 5-star out here, boom, now I can get my 4-star Ruination. So, Optimal Optimus is also pretty good. I think they reworked him not too long ago, and he's actually been pretty good. My 4-star's been doing a lot of good. Yeah, Cuddy Fox is even saying Optimal Optimus is very overpowered. So yeah, so I'm definitely wanting to stick with that that batch. That's just prime. Yes, indeed. That one never gets old. Oh, you guys wanted to see the shirt, so this is one of the new shirts I got for Christmas. So there we go. I like it. It's a nice different colors, kind of a burgundy shirt, you know. And girlfriend knows I like Hot Rod, so she always looks for shirts that's got Hot Rod on it. So she did good. So she won't tell me where she gets them. So don't ask me where it came from. I see a lot of them that she gets have a Hasbro marking on the inside by the tag. So I think it's Amazon. I think she finds them on Amazon somewhere. That's about the best she's done. But I've asked, so where do you get these? Just out of curiosity. Now I want to go get it myself, but she doesn't want to give up her secrets. So, She doesn't tell me how much either. No, she won't tell me how much she paid either. She's one of those people who's, you know, got to get the price tags off of the things. If there's ever something that goes out, that's if she gives a gift to somebody and still has the price tag on it, she reaches over there and grabs the tag because it's all, the price is always a secret. That's fair. That's no problem. I like that. I think it's cool. I mean, I do the same thing. I mean, I'm not quite as worried about it as she is, but I mean, I always try to hide the price because the price doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts, right? Not the price. Oh, let's see. Why is the Nemesis ship in the background looking like an arrowhead? Well, the Ark's back there too, and the reason I have them back there is, well, I've had the Ark toy haxed for a while. And I'm in the process of toy haxing the Nemesis. So I've got a few bots. I've had a big backlog of toy hax sets for my bots. We were about ready to head into this segment anyways, but that was a good segue. So I grabbed it, and I was working on my the smaller bots, the deluxe Voyager leader class bots or whatever. Then I was like, you know, what's left? I've got Nemesis. I've got Cybertron Metroplex, I've got Scorponok, and I have Triptychon still to do. All the Titans. I did the two Titans I've done, the Ark and Omega Supreme, but I've got 4 other Titans to do. It's like, let's do a Titan. The Nemesis is the one because Nemesis and Ark go together. The Ark is already haxed, so time to hax the Nemesis. I'm not totally done with her yet. I finished the alt mode last night. I haven't got her into bot mode to hax up the bot mode, but the alt mode is done. So, since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and bring her over. And it just occurred to me I forgot to put her little the bridge up on there. So here we go. You can see we've got the nice new cockpit or bridge, I guess, there. Got some stickers on the weapons. Got some nice stickers up here along the fin. The windows for the Ark were a bunch of tiny little stickers doing all the windows. The nice thing about this is they're big panels. It's mostly purple with the windows all printed on. So it's just big square or rectangular stickers. You can kind of see in there. But there's a bunch of them all along the upper and the lower. There's some Easter eggs, like where is it? Like this one, like I think that's supposed to be Soundwave, hanging out the side, and we got some nice shiny logo stickers here. Up here on the bridge, it's in Cybertronian. It says Nemesis. We got that on both sides, so that's pretty cool. There's a couple of options for that. It's Lumeria. I don't understand what that is. Lumeria. Does that make sense to anybody? And then there was another option which I forget what it was, but it's the Nemesis. I wanted the Nemesis, and I like the fact that it's the Cybertronian. Let's see. Also, you've got these little... Oh, there goes one of the little jets. I'm not sure if you can see inside, but on the one side, it's like reflector is on the inside, in the back, that's behind the jets. And where's the other one? And I'm sure probably can't see it, but you've got Rumble and Frenzy in the back of the other one. I can't quite get my finger in there to pull these out. This one came out. I don't know if you can quite get in there. Yeah, you can kind of see Rumble and Frenzy back in there in the back. That sticker wasn't quite as difficult as what I thought it would be. I mean, you can obviously take these guys off, makes it easier to get in there. And then they got stickers on the ramp as well. There's a few stickers on the back. You know, like here, we got a ramp back here as well. So pretty cool. Got some nice extra stickers on the fins, on all of them. Yeah, so really nice looking toy hack set. Really makes the alt mode pop. Like I said, I definitely wanted to do that because I already had the Arc toy hacks, so she felt looked a little naked compared to the Arc without the stickers on it. And then beyond that, we'll see where I want to go, if I want to take a break or move on to doing some of the other Titans. I did see they just put out a set for Deathsaurus. I haven't ordered it yet, but you know I'm going to be getting the Deathsaurus set also. Let's see what you guys are saying there. Putting these on had to be a pain. They're actually not as bad. You know, putting these stickers on, it was not as bad. The Arc. See all these windows here? These are all individual stickers, and there's a lot of them. So there's that. They're also on this side. There's a row of them right here. There's in the same place. The other side. There's a row of them right here. Some more up here. There's tons of these tiny little stickers. That's a pain. The Nemesis was not that way. They were done. It was all just one big panel. Now, to be fair, the way the Arc was made, you didn't really have the option to do a big panel like they did on the Nemesis. You know, so I mean, if you wanted to put the windows there, you kind of had to do it that way. But yeah, compared to the Arc, Nemesis is a piece of cake compared to the Arc. No, the Arc's massive air intakes looks out of place. You talk about the sides, yeah. I need to take a look. I don't know if there's. I know there's people who've made inserts for it. I don't know if there's any files out there that I could download and print my own covers for it. But I should probably look into that at some point. But normally I keep my Titans in bot mode. These guys were definitely in alt mode because for TFCon I used them to help show off the stands. And honestly, as cool as they look at bot mode, I actually do like them in their ship mode. So I may consider tracking down some way to cover up those sides. So. All right, so let's talk more about some other toy hacks that I got to. So I did the Heroes Born set, obviously with Orion packs. We got a nice little windshield there. He's got extra little details like there on the shins, his feet, and more sticker on the back. Nothing super crazy for this guy, but I mean it's a nice look. Oh, and it just occurred to me, he's probably got stickers for his eyes that I didn't even think to put on. So there you go. He's got a little extra sticker for his abs, whatever. So it's a decent enough set. You do have the option for a shield for the windshield to have it like cracked, like after Megatron beat him up. Because I mean, this set was intended to be where Alpha Trion, speaking of which, brought him in and was about to reformat him into Optimus Prime. So having Orion packs be damaged makes sense. I preferred the clean version. But speaking of Alpha Trion, it may not look too impressive, but you kind of got to catch the light, because it's like along here across his chest and even up on his crest there. These are very shiny, basically purple chrome stickers that he's got there, and it's great. Even on his shins, he's got some extra gold detailing in various places. I also like what they did here with the Autobot symbol, because originally this was kind of like a white or a very light gray with the normal red Autobot symbol, and there's a sticker for that as well. I happen to choose the one that matches the rest of him with like a golden Autobot symbol, because I think it just it looks great. And so he does have some, a lot of extra detail work there for his alt mode as well. And also the alt mode has that same burgundy coloring with the gold Autobot symbol, but I think it's covered up by his transformation. Super V8 saying, shouldn't Alpha Trion have just a mustache? If you're recreating that, I guess that is true. That's the way he was, but fair point. But nobody wanted that Alpha Trion. They wanted this one, right? And so I suppose if you really want that, you could get your own Alpha Trion. You could just like file off his beard there and to make him just the mustache. I suppose you could do that. But yeah, you're right. When he was met Orion Pax, he was not in this particular form. This is his older form. So, good call. What's next? Cosmos. Gave Cosmos the Toy Hacks treatment. There was a number of different options for the flag. I chose the one with the Cybertronian writing in the background with the Autobot symbol. And it's on both sides. But he's got some nice detail. Brings out some details there in his arms, in his legs, even his feet. It also helps clean him up in the alt mode, in his UFO mode. So, a real nice set for Cosmos. Is he holding a barcode? No, it's not a barcode. It's the although that would be a pretty cool idea to put a QR code there on his flag. Oh, who's next? Needle Nose. Got Needle Nose. A lot of good. Basically redid the entire wings. And even got the, added the stickers on the underside of the wings as well. Got a lot of extra details, including there on the arms, around the wrist, details on the legs, and a little bit here in the chest. He's got an extra sticker on his faceplate, and his little weapon guys even got a couple of stickers for themselves. So yeah, so there's Needle Nose. He's looking good too. Oh, we'll do this guy next. Armada Megatron. Pretty nice set. Adds some extra details like some of the red here. He gets extra detailing here along this arm, even on the shoulder. He's got a little bit of a, detail, like dirt around his cannon, like he's been firing it. A lot of nice detail along the sides of the tank, which is also the sides of his leg, and also up here on the turret. They had extra stickers for. There you could choose from basically just chrome, which is what I chose, or just a standard purple. For the shoulders, the same thing. I actually went one of each. So I've got the normal purple on this side, and I've got more of the chrome on this side. It's pretty good because of the background they put it on. You can still totally make out that this is Decepticon. So, and nice shiny purple also on his chest too. Yeah, Avocado Megatron. I almost said that, but that's in the game. Bullwinkle, yeah. I almost said that, but you're right. Oh, Toxitron next up. Got some stickers for his pizza cutter, and also for his sword. And he's got some nice stickers. He had plenty of options, multiple options for the chest and the the windows in his vehicle mode. So you could do the pink, or you could do something like this. I actually went different. I liked this for his vehicle mode, but not so much for the bot mode. So I went with the pink purple gradient there. You got some, get some color here on his shoulder pads. You get some details on the missiles. Details on his forearms. These got options for here. You could choose the G2 Decepticon symbol, the normal Decepticon symbol, and I think even like the Star Seeker symbol for some reason. Some of y'all out there probably know why. Plenty of extra stickers for his hips, thighs, legs, and as always, you open this up and you've got it's got a missile sticker underneath his kneecaps as well, and his shoes got some extra stickers. So yeah, Toxitron, just like the other versions of this mold, shoulder pads Prime and Scourge, really nice sets. We'll bring him over here, and naturally, his trailer got some awesome stickers. I mean, look at this. That was one thing I said you definitely needed with this, is when you needed more of the orange ooze. And while the trailer did have a little bit of it, the toy hacks really ramped it up. Got a nice big Toxitron on the side. Got the diamond plating, or actually more of like a grating up there with some hazard stickers. Got flammable. You got warning signs on the back. Yeah, we got the same Toxitron. You got some options here too. You could have like a skeleton or something for one of these areas. Plus, also you could choose the same G2 symbol, G2 Decepticon, G1 Star Seeker type of stuff. I didn't realize that until after I put these on, and I was like, I kind of like this. I'll just go with that. And then, of course, the trailer transforms, and there's, of course, stickers for the inside. So he's got stickers for the ramp. A lot of piping stickers there. You got other stickers for the inside. Over here is an arcade game of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Over here is a poster, a wanted poster for Captain Planet. It says The Enemy and Tree Hugger under it. I thought that was crazy. There's, in place of this one, you could also choose to put up a poster of like the Toxic Avenger. The original, I think it's a Marvel, maybe, character that Toxitron was inspired by. But I didn't even pay attention to it when I was putting them on, and the Captain Planet one went on there. And honestly, if I had paid attention, that's the one I would have chose anyway. So it worked out well. And so yeah, there's also extra detail on the other side too. You can see a little bit of the ooze, radioactive materials. It says here he's got some missile pods, the biohazard symbol with a G2 Decepticon symbol in the middle of it, and some more ooze and some more missile pods. So yeah, it's definitely not a small task when you get these various Optimus Prime flavors. Whether it's the when they get the trailers, they really do up the trailers well. I mean, even like the Optimus Prime, like the Earthrise one with the trailer sets are great. I mean, the trailer set that came with the Holiday Optimus Prime, or even the Monster set. Anytime you get a trailer from Optimus, it's just amazing sticker work that they put together. So, and yeah. Last but not least, some of y'all might need sunglasses for this one. It's not this guy, but it's his brother. The Sideswipe becomes Synthwave. As much as I liked his bot by himself, I really was going back and forth. Do I even want the toy hack set because I just liked him so much? But clearly, I did go toy hacks, and it's just so much better. I mean, I love the grid that they put in here. You had the option of synthwave or sideswipe. I went ahead and went with synthwave, but it's cool. He's got even put some of the grid work there on his knees. They got some of it there on his arms and everything like that. And one of the things that I chose to not do was the stickers give you like the blue, like basically like this windshield color to cover up all the these fins or whatever. That was the one thing I did not like about this set because I like the gradient. I love the fade, you know, because you don't see that on a lot of Transformers. I love the gradient, and I did not want to cover that up. So that was one of the things I did not do. And I didn't even realize, but they had an alternate set where you could have like a orange and yellow windshield, and I may put that on at some point, but I kind of like the blue as it is for now. So yeah, so there we go. Synthwave, very happy about that. Now, I'm debating whether I want to get the Jazz and the Mirage sets. I probably will. That Mirage set looks really cool. I mean, honestly, they all look so good. So I'm pretty sure I'll get the Mirage set. I'll probably get the Jazz. Might as well just get them for all. I mean, even the you know, Laser Cycle. I don't think it does a whole lot for it, but it, you know, it does make it a little bit better. So I'm not sure about the Grimlock though. I'd have to take another look at that again. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the Grimlock. Boom, there he is again. Just the addition of Fire Tox's 3D printed sword there, just, I mean, makes a world of difference. So I'll have to reconsider whether I want to go for Grimlock there. So I think that was it. Yep. That's all I had for the toy axe. As if that was, you know, not enough. I mean, yeah, that's you know, I just wanted to work through my backlog, you know, and on those other guys, I got Toxitron took an evening by himself. The other guys I pretty much did like 2 per night because they don't, the smaller ones don't generally take too long. Titans, you're looking at to hacks, to sticker up a toy hacks, apply toy hacks labels on a Titan bot. You're looking at a good 12 hours or so total. There was one time I spent like I had a couple of days off. In fact, I think it was like a New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. Right, I just didn't have any plans, and so I just spent the day. I think that was when I did the arc. I spent the day. It was like 10 hours or something, doing the stickers all the way up through midnight. Didn't quite finish. Picked it up a couple hours the next day, and I was done. So I mean, you're easily 12 to 15 hours to do a Titan, and it's been 2 nights, 2 evenings so far just to get the alt mode for the Nemesis. So I'm probably a good 7 or 8 hours in, easy, on that lady. Actually, no, it was kind of late that first night, so I might have 2. We'll say 6 hours in so far. I think 2 hours that first night, and 4. I think 4 hours last. So I'm about 6 hours in. So yeah, Titans take a while, but I mean they look so good when they're done. So. Oh my goodness, I agree. When is Legacy Thunderhoof going to happen? Yes, you know, one of the better characters that came out of RAD 15 that they only saw him once, right? I would love to see that. I still got my you know, if I get rid of all of my RID 15 bots, there's a couple that I won't ever get rid of. Thunderhoof is one. Bisque. Bisque is great. Thunderhoof was the main villain. I guess but he wasn't as main as Steeljaw. Steeljaw is pretty cool, but I will say that the figure we got for Steeljaw was a little disappointing. The Thunderhoof figure was great though. Definitely want Bisque. Definitely keeping Bisque. I would love to see that. One of my favorite ones too is, oh man, I can't even remember, what was the frog? Doradus, why do you elude me? What was the name of that guy? All they ever did was a one-step changer, and as much as I'm not a big fan of one-step changer, I had to get that guy. So yeah, so Springload, thank you. I couldn't remember. I knew it had to have something to do with being a frog. But yes, I've got him. Yeah, he's another one. I would love to see a little bit better. Clampdown. I love the little Clampdown figure they did. The little crab turns into like a little like a mini, like basically kind of the same thing of like basically like a cliff jumper alt mode, but he transforms into a crab. Yes. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, Thermidor. Yeah, that was basically Purple Bisque, wasn't it? Yeah. I was cracking up because when it occurred to me, he's a lobster, and lobster bisque is like a soup, and so that's why they called him Bisque. And it didn't take me long to work that out, and I just cracking up. That is just so funny that they call him Bisque. And yeah, let's see. Underbite, yes, I would love to see better Underbite because he only just got the one step changer, and he was a big bot. I would like to see a bigger version of him. The problem is he like turns into a car, so you can't really go too big, and I would love to see something better from Underbite for sure. Yeah, One Step and Legion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have both of those. Or I think I sold off my Legion figures. I know I sold off some of them. Yeah, because I just don't need all the whole thing. But I definitely kept all the Warrior class versions of those guys. And pretty sure, like, you know, I considered those guys that were only one-step changers. I considered them to be in that same class. So. Massive Cybertronian vehicle. I mean, that's what you'd make them do. I mean, I don't see them going any bigger than like say a Voyager class on that guy. Yeah, leader class is probably more appropriate, but I don't see them going much bigger than a Voyager class, just because honestly, I don't think there's that much of a. I don't think there's that many people out there that you know, other than present company. That would really jump on an Underbite figure there. So Super VH, thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you. Oh, what are some of the other ones? I don't know. They had a lot of good characters. PB2 says leader's overkill. Yeah, I agree. Leland the Custodian, welcome. You're asking, do I have a 5-star skydive? You know, I don't think I do actually. Oh, Fracture was another good one. Yes, Fracture. That was a good warrior class figure they made of him too. Oh yeah, they had Drift, but. We haven't got a Legacy Drift yet, have we? Where's that? In fact, did we ever get another Drift figure ever since that one Generations figure? I'm not talking Bayverse Drift. I'm not talking the RID 15 Drift. Which, those are all fine. But like the original Drift, we haven't got anything new other than that one. Yes, we are so due for Drift. We did get a couple of other versions of that particular figure, like the Collectors Club did a Shattered Glass Drift. They basically made that figure in red. There was also it was a Japanese exclusive. They did the Deadlock version. They painted him up as Deadlock. I got that one too. G1 colored RID Drift. No, I don't count that because that's still RID Drift. Yes, Drift Pool was basically that one. Yeah, they didn't straight up call him that. They just call it a Shattered Glass Drift. But yeah, they did basically describe him as Deadpool. Yes. Oh yeah, Star Drift Pool, not Durfit Pool. Okay, yeah. I read what you meant, not what you typed. Let's see, they had a Scorponok and Paralon, the little scorpion modes. So that was actually kind of interesting. That the whole concept of RID-15, like all of the Decepticons, where it was like one of the very first times, certainly the first time they did a widespread, where they had normal vehicle modes, but then their robot modes were the beast modes. I mean, we've seen Transformers, they have they're all normal looking dudes, right? And then they could turn into a jet or a car, or they might even turn into a beast. But ultimately, they all turn back into a dude. RID-15, they had the car mode, and then their dude mode was basically the beast. So that was really cool that they did that. So like the Scorponok they had in there, or the Paralon, unlike other Scorponoks where you've got like the whole scorpion thing, whatever, he was still a lot more scorpion. Although now that I think about it, Beast Wars Scorponok, he had the claws for the hands. Even like the G1 Scorponok's got the claws for the hands. So that's not a whole lot much of a stretch. I don't know. I guess he just, the tail was a little bit more prominent. Whereas on the other two Scorponoks, it kind of more folds up. It doesn't. But the RID-15 ones, I mean, they were like, it was a functional tail. So yeah, he was a full beast, wasn't he? Yeah, his alt mode was a beast, and he just kind of stood up on two legs. Yeah. Oh, the porcupine ones too. They turn into a truck that was it really reminded me a lot of Bulkhead from Prime. I can't remember what Quillfire. Yeah, there was another one too, I think. But yeah, that was a pretty cool modes. Lancelot was in 2015, but he was an Autobot. Yeah, I think that I didn't really notice that myself because I don't remember Lancelot from RID-15, but yeah, that was mentioned, I think, when he first came out. Crazy Bolt was full beast out of car mode. I don't even remember Crazy Bolt. Quillfire and Scatterspike. There you go. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think there was like another season of RID-15 that I ended up missing. Because I don't remember a whole lot of when you had like Soundwave and Starscream showed up. I don't remember a lot of them. So some of these other bots I think came when I ended up not seeing it. I definitely saw it all the way up through like Megatronus. fox-looking deployer that turned into a car. Oh, we're paused on a nice face there. I suppose there's worse faces that could be stuck on. Oh, we're back. Starscream was season 2. Yeah, I must not have seen a lot of season 2 for some reason. Oh, now the whole thing is frozen on me. All right, well, if my streaming software continues to wig out, we might be having to call it quits. But we're not going anywhere just yet. Soundwave was season 3. Okay, and Stunticons Galvatronus was season 4. Yeah, I definitely did not see the Stunticons. Like watch those episodes. So I must have bugged out somewhere in season 2. Because I definitely remember, because the whole Minicons was season 2, right? I definitely remember watching some of the episodes with the Minicons, but I don't think I saw like all of them. So I think it was somewhere in season 2 where I think I ended up checking out of the show. More than likely, it had something to do with I had stopped cable or whatever streaming service it was on. It wasn't around anymore or something. So I probably need to go chase that down. I mean, I enjoyed the show. I wouldn't mind watching it from the start again. You know, I really enjoyed Strong Arm. I mean, the fact that we got Strong Arm in Legacy, even though that figure was not quite the one I would hope it would be, still nice to see it. Now, Strong Arm's another one that I would keep from the RID 15, the Warrior Class 1, because it's got the bulk that I want Strong Arm to have. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Even Grimlock was nice. I mean, the fact that they reused the name, I'm sure that was for a trademark reason, but I mean, that was not Grimlock. I mean, I'd rather, sometimes I'd rather just give us a different name. Like Bumblebee, okay, I mean, that was supposed to be the same dude. Okay, fine. Sideswipe, yeah, he was still red, he still kind of fit the mold or whatever, I don't know. But I mean, like, Grimlock was definitely not the Grimlock that we know. I mean, he was just another Dinobot who happened to go by Grimlock. So, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, how many people out there have the same name as you? Or the same name as me? I mean, just at my work, I can think of at least 2 other people that have the same first name as me. So, having multiple people named Megatron, or multiple people named Grimlock or something on Cybertron isn't too crazy of a prospect, right? So, and that's like the whole, goes back to the whole continuity thing. It's like, oh, that's not my Megatron. Okay, fine. No, that's a different Megatron. So yeah. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I believe RID 15 Grimm's real name is Steelwall. Interesting. That's a new one to me. Oh, and we're hanging up again. Okay, we're back. Aligned continuity had 2 Grimlocks. Okay. You said that was according to Rescue Bots Academy. Oh, yeah, that's one of those shows I couldn't. I gave it a shot. I love Rescue Bots. I watch Rescue Bots all the time, even though it's made for the younger crowd. Rescue Bots Academy is even younger, and that was a little tough for me to go. So, yeah, exactly. You guys are saying there's 3 famous people called Will Smith. How many Sam Smiths do you know? Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's not entirely inconceivable that you could have multiple robots on Cybertron called Grimlock that are completely unrelated from each other, going off on their own separate set of adventures. So... And like the whole Megatron thing, I mean, the Beast Wars Megatron, he chose that name based on the G1 Megatron. So he's clearly a different character. He just has the same name because he's homaging the guy that came before. And in fact, even wasn't there another one? Yeah, in the IDW comics, Megatron is saying that he chose that name based on Megatronus, the one of the 13. So Only know one paddles. Scowl wasn't an Ankylosaurus. That's why Bumblebee is B187. Yeah. You also watch Rescue Bots. I mean, it's okay. I get it. I understand Rescue Bots is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not the same. It's not the typical Transformers fare where you got Autobots and Decepticons fighting. In fact, this Decepticons never even show up in that entire show. It's all about the Rescue Bots, you know, working alongside the humans and going on rescue missions, which most of them are kicked off by the residents of that town being absolute idiots. But it's got good it's got good stuff in there. It's I enjoy it. So it's one of those things where I will always sing the praises of the Rescue Bots to me, but I'm not going to, you know, try to make it my mission to try to convince you to go watch it if you don't like it, because I get it. It's not gonna be for everybody. Some people, you know, just like, nope, I want my Transformers, you know, G1-ish, and yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. That's cool. I like Rescue Bots, you know, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yeah, Jason C4 says, only watched one episode of Rescue Bots Academy, don't know much. I'd say I probably went 4 or 5 episodes before I don't know if I necessarily gave up on it or if I just moved off to something else and never went back. It's kind of like what I did with Armada. I tried starting Armada, and, you know, like 3 different times. I got 3 or 4 episodes in, and then something else showed up. Like maybe like, I don't know, Umbrella Academy released a season. Okay, well, let's go watch that. And I just never went back to Armada. And now it's been so long that if I'm going to go watch it, I probably need to watch the first few episodes again just to get back into it. Oh, I might as well. I mean, I've got the Megatron, I've got Optimus, I've got the Hot Shot, I've got Starscream. I still didn't get that Legacy Armada Starscream because the one from Generations from Thrilling 30 is fine. Even though that Armada Starscream is shelf warming my Walmart right now. Still not getting it. Wonder why Hashtag didn't make Bulkhead into salvage, even though Trashmaster would be a better mold. I actually had an idea. In fact, I even bought an extra Bulkhead. I had the idea to make that Bulkhead into a salvage. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, the head even looks alike. The transformation kind of works. Now the only thing is, you need the garbage truck back, and so I was thinking, hey, maybe I could, you know, figure out how to design something like that to 3D print. But I'm lucky I managed to do the hammer. It's hard to work up something like that, but I mean, I would love to, you know, if there was a way to design up because I mean, it would be easy enough to man, maybe that's just what I should do, just design like a garbage truck add-on that doesn't do anything. But I always wanted it to, you know, do something. Not necessarily has to be integrated, but, you know, like it opens up or you know, it's got to do something. It can't just be a big piece that you just kind of take off and throw off to the side when you transform them, kind of like Optimus Prime's trailer or something, you know? So, yeah, I will agree. I never could bring myself to buy one of the Rescue Bots toys. It just was too kiddie for me. And I think it was great for the young Transformers fan. I could not bring myself to go ahead and purchase any of the Rescue Bot toys, which is why I was so excited when they bring this dude out. Because that's what I was saying all along, is like, I want to see this type of figure as Rescue Bots. I want to see, as they, you know, love to see you know, back when it was first out, I was like, man, I would love to see, like, you know, deluxe class type of, you know, generations type engineering of the rescue bots. And it took years. It's finally here. We've got Chase, Boulder, Blades, and Heatwave. They've got to be coming at some point. I mean, it might take us years to get the other guys, but if he made it in, the other guys are going to be, they're in the pipeline. They're in the pipeline. So I was so happy when they announced this guy. If I got no other bot from this wave, I was definitely getting Chase. Such a great character in the show. I loved the episode where he was trying to learn about humor. You know? So he tried to make the joke. He said, 2 peanuts were walking down the street. One of them had high sodium content. Because it's supposed to be it was assaulted, but you know, he's very literal. It's his fake laugh. Oh goodness! But yeah, I would love to see salvage. We actually did probably the only rescue bot for a long time that we got in this sort of engineering was RID 15 line. They did actually put out a blur in the warrior class that was based on the blur in rescue bots. That's the only one that I could think of that actually made it out into warrior class / deluxe class type of bot until Chase. And I'm not counting Bumblebee or Optimus, who did show up. Even Sideswipe, I think, showed up at some point in rescue bots. They already existed previously. They don't count as rescue bots characters. Blur first showed up in rescue bots, at least that iteration of Blur. So. Oh yeah, Medics was from the rescue bots continuity too. That's right. I don't remember Medics. He wasn't in the normal show. He must be in the Rescue Bots Academy maybe, or it was some other because I mean I've seen like the all of the shows many times and I do not remember Medics. Jettison C4, Blur is a Rescue Bots character. He then walked over to RID 15 for a few episodes. Okay, so he did show up in RID 15. That makes sense why he would have got a toy in that line. You're saying Medics was a toy-only character until Academy came along. Okay. Medics was never in the show. All right, but they did. But yeah, I do remember they did make some of the. What was it? Play School, I think it was that did the Rescue Bots toys. There were some toys, like I think they even did a Hoist toy that never showed up in the Rescue Bots show. You're saying Mark designed the Legacy Medics off of the toy. And in his BotCon customization class. Okay. That makes sense. But since he wasn't in the show, it's not as significant of an addition as Chase here. So I still haven't managed to get Medics. He looks nice, but like you're saying, he wasn't in the show. I didn't even realize he was Rescue Bots, and oh my gosh, I've got so many of that Skids mold already. Do I really need another one? So I'm kind of holding off on that guy for now. I may get him at some point, but he's not high on my list. I'll probably be just fine if I never get him. Oh, we're frozen again. Hoist was semi-accurate to Robots Academy. Okay. Red Alert asking, is there they're missing something on chase? Is there no locking point on the up and down shoulder swivel? I don't think so. So I mean, I've got him there. I mean, he's, you know, I don't see any locking points. He just, I mean, it kind of I don't know what you would say. It was not a solid lock, but I mean there is a you can kind of feel it, you know, get in there to where it doesn't want to just fall on its own. It's got some type of a little nub or something that it slides past to kind of hold it in that thing, but it doesn't really lock in solidly. Or at least that's, you know, at least on mine, that's how it seems to work. But yeah, I think he's solid. He's got a nice, interesting transformation. Not something that you would normally get from a car figure. Yeah, and Medics is a Walgreens exclusive, so yeah. So I chased down some of the Walgreens exclusives. I chased them down, like Ratchet. I did manage to find on the shelf. I chased down Minerva because I really wanted Minerva. I'm not going to chase down Medics. He was available on Pulse. I don't know if he's still on Pulse, but he was available on Pulse. But I don't think I'll chase down Medics. If I happen to be at Walgreens one day, because anytime I go into Walgreens, pick up, you know, medicine or whatever, I swing by the toy aisle. And if I happen to see Medics sitting there when I go in there, I'll probably grab them. But that's probably the only way I'll get Medics, because I don't see myself ordering him. But if I see him on the shelf when I go in and pick up some, you know, whatever. Yeah, he could shrug, yeah. I have the Transformers Scorponok toy. I have a few of them actually. I've got the, what was it, Earthrise Scorponok, the big Titan class. I've got the Kingdom Scorponok, that was based on the Beast Wars. I have G1 Scorponok from when I was a kid. I've still got that one. Let's see what else. I did pick up I found Beast Wars Scorponok at Ross back when they were, you know, throwing everything around. I haven't opened that one yet, but I do have the reissue of the Beast Wars original Beast Wars Scorponok. So I've got a few of them. And I even have the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Scorponok pre-order. Although I'm considering canceling that, because I mean, you know, I haven't really been doing a whole lot with these lately. And it's such a minor character. I mean, it was really just background fodder, so I'm not sure if I want that, but I don't know. It'll probably show up. Let's see, that's a good question. Which rescue bot do you like the most? I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, they all have a, you know, I mean, it was really like a perfect blend. They all had different things that were endearing about them, and you know, help make them unique and stand out. I don't know if I could say one for sure. I mean, right now I'm going to say Chase, because he's the one we've got a good figure of. Found a Beast Wars Megatron at Ross. Didn't get him. Yeah, I saw some of the Beast Wars Megatrons at Ross. They, you know, him and Optimus didn't just show up at Ollie's. They showed up at Ross too. Now you're asking about Fortress Maximus toys? Yeah, I've got. I have the Titan class, the Titans Return Fortress Maximus. I don't have the G1. Never did get the G1, and because He was too expensive at the time for my parents to buy it for me, and nowadays he's too expensive for me to buy it for myself. So I do have a third-party Fort Max Warden from Perfect Effect. He's based on the IDW version of Fort Max. Really cool figure. At one point, that was the most money I spent on a single figure. That value has long since been eclipsed. That guy back there still holds the record, and probably will for a while. Oh, I forgot. I do have an Iron Factory Scorponok as well. Did get 5 bots back from Ross, the most known as Night Prowler. Yeah, I go in there every so often, and even just like last week I was in there. There's still plenty of Night Prowlers, plenty of Buzzsaws. Sandstorms sold better because there's not as many Sandstorms. But there's plenty of Buzzsaws, plenty of Night Prowlers. If you need them, they're still at Ross. And I definitely got stuck with a few of them myself because I picked some of them up to try to sell at TFCon, and I don't think I sold a single Night Prowler or Buzzsaw. I did sell a couple of Sandstorms though, so people wanted Sandstorm. Man, why did MMC cancel their Fort Max? I don't know. I wasn't at that meeting. Is Space Ape going to add Dino King to the game? Maybe. Love Bone Crusher. His Bison mode was cool and wish I had one. Which, let's see, go back here. Legacy Bighorn / Bone Crusher, but with the blast effect compatible mouth. Okay, you're talking about some like Beast Wars or like Beast Machines or something. They probably, I don't remember that being in the normal Beast Wars. It's like Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars Neo or something. That's another dark spot in my Transformers experience. Remember, Patriot Prime has the G1 Fortress Maximus? Patriot Prime has most of the G1 toys. So, yeah, he's definitely got Fort Max. I don't think he has all of them, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to. He's got a lot of them. He even has a Monstructor, like a full Monstructor, which is hard to get because one or two of the components suffers from the gold plastic syndrome. So he's got it combined, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't touch it. So. Bone Crusher came out in the IDW Beast Wars comics. Yeah, I must have missed those. I read a lot. I dare say most of the IDW Transformers comics, but I must have missed some of them. Like the Dino Force team from Transformers Victory. Yeah, I know that was the that's what your the Dino King. It's basically that Monstructor came from those guys. You know, so they in fact there's Fans Project, I think it was many years ago. They did a Dino King. It was a third-party company. They did a Dino King combiner. They didn't call it that, but it was clearly that, and then they redecoed it to be a Monstructor. I actually got the Monstructor version. So that was like, because Monstructor was kind of big in the comics at the time. It was like, I definitely want a version of Monstructor on my shelf. And to this day, I've never seen another option for a Monstructor figure other than that Fans Project. I think they call it Beaststructor. So that I think to this day is the only third party for, or other than G1, that Fans Project one I think is the only other Monstructor out there. I might be wrong. So yeah, PB2 saying that now you're going to get a mini one sooner or later. Yeah, that's a pretty good bet. That Dinobot combiner we got there in Legacy, pretty good bet. I mean, everybody's predicting that's going to end up being Monstructor at some point, redecoed into Monstructor. Like the Dinobot combiner, basically was a pre-tool of or a pre-paint of the Monstructor. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Yeah, we'll probably be seeing a core class Monstructor come out. And that kind of fits because the G1 Monstructor was a little dude. He wasn't even the size of a normal Scramble City combiner like Superion or Menazor. He was a little dude. So they were basically mini gods that combined. So making Monstructor core class to homage the size of the toy actually kind of fits. It doesn't really fit, what a combiner should be, but You're saying Dino King is coming first, then to retool into Monstructor? Maybe. I don't know. Have you heard the news on that one? I haven't heard anyway. I haven't heard either way. Cuddy Fox is saying Monstructor was an embarrassment for Hasbro. The toy did not sell all that good. No, back in the day, like G1? Yeah, it's possible. I think at the time, it was... I don't remember when it came out, but it was probably nearing the end of the popularity of Transformers. I'm pretty sure I was already out of Transformers by the time that came out, because I didn't know about Monstructor until I got back into it as an adult. It would do well now, I guarantee it. I mean, I can see how it may not have done well at G1, but I'm sure it would do well now. If you look at how many other figures that were very obscure that are doing well. I mean, Buzzsaw and Nightprowler, not so much. But honestly, those were like the second and third repaints of figures that you already got, and that people were tired of getting that Cheetor mold. People were tired of getting that Waspinator mold. So it's like enough with these guys already. That's what happened with them. I mean, if all you had was just the one Cheetor and the one Waspinator, Sky Wasp and Nightprowler would have probably sold pretty well. But you already had Cheetor. You already had Shadow Panther. You already had, you already had the Waspinator. You already had Sky Wasp in the one set. And so it's, yeah, it was... They were extra. There was too many from that mold. Just want a Kill Bison figure. Oh, that reminds me. I never got around to ordering that Iron Factory set of Leo Kaiser and the Drillhorn figure's already coming out, is already making its way out. Larkin's Lair actually has a video up. He got his in. So I need to get off my keister and go order those guys. It's been pretty interesting too. Apparently he comes he's like a normal Iron Factory size spot, but the leg, it's parts forming. He basically just plugs into the leg, kind of the way Menasor kind of works, where it's just like a bit, the card just kind of plugs on the back of the leg. In this case, it's the side. Drillhorn just basically plugs into the side, but the leg is mostly all right there. So it's going to be bigger than the other Iron Factory combiners. I still want it though. I need to get on ordering. I need to get over there and order it. I also need to pre-order the Ocular Max Ignis, I think they call it. It's their hotspot. I've got the First Aid and Streetwise for their combiner, so I definitely want to stay in on that one. So I love their Bruticus. I think he's still back there. Really good figures up there, individually and combined. And I like Defensor, and I like what they're doing with those spots too. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that one, and then I'll probably be out of the Masterpiece Combiner game. It's just expensive, and they're big. I'll finish the Akio Max Defensor, then I'm probably out of it. So. Kill Bison with the alternate hand. Oh yeah, the drill horn. He has a alternate hand. Larkin said, "Oh, he's got a pointing hand." He realized after he did the video, he said he didn't want to go after it, go back and reshoot it, but it was a rude gesture hand, not a pointing hand. Speaking of that rude gesture, apparently Cliffjumper made that in one of the new comics, which I'm not even sure where to find those comics yet, so I haven't even read them. But apparently Cliffjumper, did that, flipped off somebody. And Funby Studios, they do a bunch of 3D prints. They actually made a file where you could print print the middle finger hands for your Earthrise Cliffjumper. So that would be pretty funny. So you can make Cliffjumper be rude, and those same hands would totally fit Bumblebee or Bugbite or whoever else uses that same mold. Iron Factory Kill Bison comes with the middle finger too. Oh, good. Then he can match Drill Horn, because I know Drill Horn comes with it. Remember when Darknum and Crankcase had to be modified for his long middle finger? I don't remember that. Did they put out a toy where excited Crankcase? What did he have? The claw fingers, and then the long middle finger looked too rude, or something? That's funny. Oh, Kill Bison even actually did the gesture in the show. That's crazy. Cuddy Fox says usually anime cartoon in cartoons the characters only have 3 fingers and a thumb. Yeah, that's very true. They do. So the middle finger, I mean, it's still a middle finger. I mean, that's basically how it would be. It'd be like, see, I can get away with this because it's 2 fingers up. But I mean, that would be, but I mean, that's kind of how it would be. So it's still middle, though. For us, it's the middle finger if you include the thumb. For anime, it's the middle finger if you don't include the thumb. So it's all a matter of how you want to count your fingers, right? Oh. And this was all from this is what, Transformers Victory, right? Same show where Deathsaurus and Starsaber and all that. I never even watched that either. One of these days, I need to go chase down some of this older stuff. Obviously, I learned about Starsaber and Deathsaurus mostly from the IDW comics, but I really kind of got into Starsaber, once he showed up in the game. And I was like, yeah, this is a pretty cool dude. If it wasn't for him showing up in the game, I've got a Masterpiece Starsaber back on the shelf there. I passed on Masterpiece Starsaber when he was first out, and that was a time when I was buying all the Masterpieces. But I passed on those Starsabers. I'm like, I don't know who that dude is. But then when he showed up in the game, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. So I went back and happened to find him. I got lucky. I found him he showed up again on at one of the stores for the normal price, not super late tax. So I grabbed him. So that's how I have Masterpiece Star Saber back there. So, and now I've got, you know, HasLab Star Saber, who is also back there. You can't see the Masterpiece one because he's behind Unicron. That's the HasLab one. Death Source is over here too. He's off frame. You could probably see his. That's his. There he is. Hi guys. How tall is the Planet X one next to the HasLab Star Saber? The Planet X Star Saber? I'm sure I stood them next to each other at one point, but I don't recall. I never did get the Planet X Nemios, I think it was their version of the Victory Leo. I had it pre-ordered at some point, but I didn't end up. I canceled it. That was right about that. You know, I had pre-ordered it, and then we saw the HasLab one come on. I was like, okay, that's good enough. I want to say they're roughly about the same height. But I'm not certain. Alright. Want some Earth Spark? Just need money. Yeah, Earth Spark was a pretty good show. I liked Earth Spark. The second half of Earth Spark, especially the last few episodes, was like a completely different show from the first part of it. Yeah, a lot of people are a lot of people are, you know, do you have like the kiddie Transformers shows, or do you have like the dark grown up type Transformers shows? Usually they stay in their lane. Earthspark started off kind of kiddie and then went to like one of the darkest I've ever seen Transformers there by the end. So yeah, it got good there near the end. Dan Evans saying need an arm and both legs for that Build-A-Figure. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not even trying to finish that Build-A-Figure. I have basically his torso, I think his head, and like the backpack and the robotic arms that are part of the backpack. Only because I liked Twitch and I liked Nightshade. Those are both two really cool new characters, and I wanted figures of them. And those were the parts that came with those guys. I don't need a version of that Megatron. I don't need that Bumblebee. I don't need that Optimus. I don't even remember. It was a Shockwave, I think. And so I don't need all those other ones. I did get Jawbreaker. He wasn't even Warrior class. He was like the lesser. Or he Warrior class and the other ones were Deluxe. I don't know. But anyway, he wasn't in that same class. He was a little bit simpler or whatever. But he was still good. But yeah, the Terrans, those are the ones I'm getting, because I've got the other guys. I don't need more versions of them. At least I'm saying that now. I mean, they are kind of shelf warming. You know, maybe if they go on clearance, maybe I'll pick them up, because I haven't completely packed my house to where I can't move. I definitely wanted the Terrans. I would love to see what is it? Not Twitch. Hashtag. The one that turned into like the big communications car. I think it was Hashtag, right? Yeah, there you go. PB2's even saying it. When's Hashtag going to get a Deluxe or Warrior? She needs to be at least Voyager. Hashtag needs to be at least Voyager. But yeah, I want hashtag it. Where's Thrash was? I missed out on Thrash. He was in the same line where that Jawbreaker came in, wasn't he? Like he wasn't in the deluxe. He was a little bit lesser. The warrior. I wouldn't mind seeing him. I wouldn't even mind seeing another Jawbreaker come out, like in like the deluxe type of class or whatever. So. Dan Evans says you got Thrash. Yeah, I know they did a figure of him, but I missed him somehow. So Thrash, you can go for Warrior or Deluxe now. I'll have to check it out because I'm pretty sure he'll never show up in my stores near me. So I'll probably have to look up Amazon or something now. Cuddy Fox saying lately Transformers are not hitting the mark. Earthspark, Bots, Combiner Wars. The oh, you mean like the TV shows? Overall, probably true. I mean, I liked Earthspark. Combiner Wars was all right. Bots, I never saw the show. Even like Siege, Earthspark, or Earthrise Kingdom was okay. It was too rushed though. They were decent stories, but they needed more than 6 episodes to tell them. I think they were too rushed. If they had like a full season, I mean, even just like 13 episodes, which is what a lot of the streaming seasons are. Even if they had twice as many episodes, like 13 episodes, they could have told those stories way better. I think the outline of the story was good. They just didn't have enough time to tell it the way they needed to. That's my opinion on the whole Siege trilogy, the War for Cybertron trilogy. And then there's Hot Rod Prowl. I know what you're talking about. I can't picture it. It's the it was Cyberverse Hot Rod made to be in Prowl colors, if I remember now. There you go. Yep. Repainted Cyberverse Hot Rod as Prowl. See, it came back to me. It took a minute. Yeah, I definitely don't need that guy. I definitely don't need that one. Cyberverse Hot Rod was okay. I'm definitely going to keep him. And I want to paint his spoiler yellow at some point, but I mean, is it really worth it? It's I don't know. It's definitely not a priority. But at some point, I do plan to have like a shelf of hot rods. I'm going to call it my hot rod shrine, where just all the hot rod figures. I'm going to put them up there. The G1s. If I don't have the hot rod, if he doesn't belong with like the group, like I say. Or say it's like the Cyberverse. I'm not going to have a shelf for Cyberverse, but it's a hot rod, so I'm going to put him on my hot rod shelf. I'm going to have an Optimus shelf. I'm going to have a Bumblebee shelf. Probably have a Megatron shelf, so. But yeah, I mean, like I've got the Energon Rodimus. I got. See over there? Yeah. I think it was Energon, right? This guy. So I got him at the TFCon a couple years ago. Got him, sealed even. The Takara version sealed. I mean, as soon as I got him home, I broke the seal. Pretty decent price, but I got him. I have no desire to go any further, says Cybertron. So I've got no desire to go any further with this toy line. But it's Hot Rod. I mean, his robot mode, not great, but I love the alt mode. I love the truck. So he'll be on my hot rod shrine. Probably in box. Maybe out of box. I don't know, but so things like that will be part of my hot rod shrine. I don't know. Maybe the box and out of the box. Maybe the figure and the box. I don't know. I also I did get an extra, back when Ross was doing, they had all the Velocitron figures. I did pick up an extra Scourge. At some point, my intention is to paint that Scourge into Hot Rod, similar to that Cybertron Rodimus figure. Because it's like the perfect alt mode. Or it's like the perfect, it's the perfect alt mode. He needs some spoilers, but that can be managed. Even the robot mode's not too bad. I mean, well, I'm just going to grab Toxitron here. I mean, that's obviously not that Cybertron Hot Rod, but you know what? If you take his shoulder pads, turn them that way, that's not far off. That's not far off from what that Cybertron Rodimus is. I mean, I know it moves a little differently, but I've seen where people have created printed some additional attachments for these shoulders, and I mean, if I really wanted to go crazy and got better with that whole situation, maybe I could as well. Let's see, this one joint is a screw joint, so that would be easy enough to do. I can't see the one on the shoulder pad itself. It's blocked, so I'd have to see if there was how else to get that out. But I mean, that if I could figure that out. I'm not going to do it now, but I think if I pull this flap off, that'll open up the the ability to see how this is connected on the other side of the hinge. Probably a screw as well. If it's screwed on one side, it's probably screwed on the other. So yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen some people where they've changed that connection out. So I mean, you could totally change that connection out, and if you wanted to redesign something and move this up. I mean, otherwise this kind of looks, because I mean, that Cybertron Rodimus has the two wheels, and so these two spots here could stand in for the wheels. I mean, you could totally do that without even having to change the toy, other than paint. You wouldn't need a new head. I wouldn't want that to be, I wouldn't want him to have an Optimus head, but maybe it would actually look pretty cool with a Hot Rod painted style Optimus head. I don't know. That's a long way down the road, though. Will it ever happen? I don't know, but it's on my list of things I want to do. Along with a billion other things that'll never happen. Oh boy. Might be one reason why Hasbro is losing money. The show's not as good as I think it was going to be. Well, the shows were never. I don't think the shows were ever intended to make money. I mean, it's basically advertising. I mean, that's what all of the Hasbro shows have always been. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, the entire G1 Transformers show was basically one big toy commercial. It was kind of a joke. And that's still kind of what it is. I mean, can they make a little bit of money from that? Sure, but I mean, the idea is that they want to sell the toys. It didn't really work so much in this case, because like by the time the Siege shows showed up, by the time the Earthrise or even Kingdom, by the time all those shows showed up, the toys were already in the stores and sold out. So there's not much they could do to sell it. Earthrise worked. If I didn't see the show, I wouldn't have Twitch. I wouldn't have Jawbreaker. I would not have Nightshade. So Earthspark as a toy commercial worked for me. Animated and Cyberverse could have both had another season. Animated almost did. Yeah, I know. Animated definitely ended a little too early. Cyberverse, I did end up watching all the way through Cyberverse. I don't remember too much of how it ended though. But yeah, I think you're right. It's always a shame when shows end too early. Am I getting a new Prime Core this weekend? I don't know. Let's go take a look. How far away am I? No, I'm not. 1785 out of 7500. We will not be finishing all 20 prestiges, and even if we did, I would still fall short. What will probably be accomplished this weekend is I will get enough for the G metal chips, so that'll be a couple of additional numbers to add to these ones that are already sitting out here bothering me. So old enough to remember when they tried to go after He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Barbie, and everything else because it was supposedly manipulating children into buying stuff. Yeah, of course it was manipulating children into buying them, just the same as any other product placement in any other movie or TV show manipulates the general public into buying whatever that product is. It's just a product placement. It just happens to be a product placement of the entire show happens to be the product placement. Really, is what it is. Yeah, and without it, franchises don't survive. Ask Star Wars how it's going. Exactly, Star Wars. I mean, a perfect example. George Lucas was a genius to keep the merchandising rights and get all that out. Nowadays, before that, you didn't see a lot of merchandise. Along with movies and stuff like that. Now, like every movie that comes out, there's toys alongside it. Whether it's a franchise or not, you're seeing stuff. merchandising. Spaceballs. And of course, you can't mention Spaceballs, particularly the merchandising scene, without mentioning that those were like Transformers products. Spaceballs, the lunchbox, clearly has Metroplex on it. Spaceballs, the coloring book, clearly has Optimus Prime on it. Yeah, Spaceballs, the flamethrower? No, it's just no, that's not Transformers. Spaceballs, the toilet paper, however. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. It's been fun. Went off and talked about a whole lot of stuff, guys. I really do appreciate all the discussion, all the comments, and hanging out. But it's getting to be that time of night where I think it's time to go rest up for tomorrow, and everything. And your principal in school was Mr. Schwartz. Oh my goodness! I'm sure nobody made a joke about that after seeing Spaceballs. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this show. I'm as you always, keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.